Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I figured I would do kind of a bling and chat. So I'm going to be making a rhinestone transfer. This is the template that I created, and I'm just going to be making a rhinestone transfer out of this template and then just kind of chat about a few things that's been going on with me, or that is currently going on with me. So what I have here is my hot fix tape. This is what I use to create the transfer, lift the stones off the template. And then of course my rhinestone template. And then I'm going to use these green, it's a peridot color, pretty green, hot fix rhinestones, size SS10 or 3mm. I also have my rhinestone brush, which is like a painter's brush, that's all it is, and a pair of tweezers. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and then we can start chatting. So over the last few months, I have been in a process of just changing some things, different direction, not different direction, but just kind of planning things, the next steps in the next chapter of my life. And that kind of is going to go over into my craft life, or my business, as well as my personal, And so with that, I've really decided, even though crafts, it is my first love and will always be my first love, I'm also going to be doing videos on other things that are also going on in my life, as far as my other hobbies that I have, or other passions that I have and enjoy as well, besides crafting. So I'm basically deciding that I'm not just going to niche down anymore. I'm going to do the content that I truly love. Now, I do love my crafting content, but there's also so many other things that I could be sharing with you all besides crafting that some of you may be interested in, some of you may not be interested in. But it's at the same time, it's just, I feel like I've kind of been in a box, or I felt like I had to be in a box as far as social media content that you create. And I've decided, instead of niching down, why not create different types of content? And so the types of content that I plan on creating is going to be centered around crafting, as well as traveling and wellness. So I've been crafting for years, so I'm always going to be doing crafting content. But over the last, I would say about 3 years, I've also been on a weight loss and fitness journey. I've also transitioned to being a vegan, as far as maintaining a vegan diet, and working out, fitness, things like that. So those are kind of things that I also want to add to my channel. I'm also in the process of a plan to move abroad. So my plan is by next spring to be living out of the US and in another country. So that's another part of the journey that I want to share as well, because you never know, there might be other people that may want this information, and I figure I can share my experiences as well. So that's going to be the different types of content that I'm going to be doing on my channel. So you will start to notice some of my social medias. The name will be changing from Bedazzled and Bling to All Things Sean, because this is just, where I'm at right now, and the things that's going on in my life. and content that I want to share as well. And I think when a lot of us start as creators, or we're building a brand, or we're building a business, we look at other people, or we listen to what other people are saying, and oh, you need to niche down, you need to only focus on one thing, you can only talk about one thing, or you're not going to get any views, or you're not going to get any subscribers, or you might even lose subscribers if you talk about something else. But I realized that, that's not necessarily the case. Just because you might have a crafting channel or a lifestyle channel or whatever it may be, some of your subscribers are going to be interested in other things. So why not share the things that you have a passion for as well? And that's also a better way, or an easier way, for you to create additional content for your subscribers as well. So I just wanted to come on here and chat about the direction that my channel is going to be going into, and a lot of my social media as well. And hoping that you all will stick around for the journey. I'll be documenting the process. Right now, I'm going through the process of getting my temporary Mexican visa. We had narrowed it down to either Costa Rica or Mexico, and we've decided on relocating to Mexico. And with that process, it is a process, because you have to start your visa process in the United States at a United States consulate, and then from there you have to go to Mexico to, I believe it's the INF or INM office. I might have said that wrong, but there's a process that you have to do, the step 2 to that, and finish that process there before you can actually have your temporary Mexican visa. And I mean, a lot of people do go there off of their passport, but you can only get 6 months. And so we're looking to make this a full, transition, a relocation. We don't plan on just going there just for a few months. So I'll be documenting that process. We have our appointment scheduled for the consulate here in the city I'm in a couple months. So I'll be documenting that, as well as we'll be traveling to Mexico. And we're gonna start looking in the areas that we potentially want to stay at. We do have it narrowed down to 2 cities in Mexico where we want to relocate to. But once we get there and visit and kind of fill things out, and in the process, I'm doing a ton of research as well. But I'll be documenting that journey, as well as a lot of my fitness journey, or my wellness journey, as far as me switching or transitioning to I won't say a plant-based diet, but a vegan diet, or not a whole foods plant-based raw diet, so but a vegan diet. And then as well as juicing, I do juice every day, and I create a lot of juices that have a lot of health benefits, so that'll be something that I'll be documenting as well. And so that would be the type of content that you'll all see from me going forward. You'll still see crafting, because crafting is life. But these other things are also a part of my life, a huge part of my life as well, that I feel like I should be documenting and sharing, just in case someone, might be interested or have questions, or have even considered, any of these. Then they will be able to, or my videos might be able to help answer some questions. But hopefully everyone sticks along with me for the journey. Now, I have decided I will be continuing my business, but a lot of it will be more digital products due to just moving abroad and customs and things like that I will have to deal with, and having to figure out the mailing system. So I'm going to be kind of switching things over to more digital products like digital templates and things like that. So I'll still be creating my templates that I love to do, and also still be doing crafting videos. But I'm just going to be doing a few other videos on different topics as well, just because it's just more going on in my life than just crafting. So don't ever feel like you have to niche down. You know, do whatever you love. Do content on what actually moves you. You know, because you can get kind of, I don't want to say turned off, but you can get frustrated, or if you can't come up with any content, or you know, kind of get to a point where you're just stuck and not sure what type of content to create, if you're only feeling like you can only create one specific type of content just because everybody else says you have to. Do what feels right for you. Do feel what you feel is right for your channel, as well as what you're passionate about. If you like crafting, but then you also like surfing or whatever else you might like doing, share that with your audience. Share that with your subscribers. I mean, you may lose a few subscribers, but I'm sure you'll gain some more as well. So, yeah, that is what I figured I would come on here and chat about while I was making this rhinestone template, which didn't take long at all. All the stones fell in pretty quickly. I do have one that did turn upside down, so I'm gonna adjust that with my tweezers. But let me know in the comments. Let me know if you feel like, you know, you've built your channel around a niche, but you have other things that you feel you can and want to share with your subscribers, that maybe they're looking for this information, but they're looking for it from other content creators, when you can also be sharing your experience as well. So let me know what you think about that. So that template turned out pretty good, pretty quick, which is, I love it when they all the stones fall in the holes with no problems. And I'm just gonna cover this. I was gonna press this today, but I'll just wait. And this was actually just the shirt I was gonna create for myself yesterday that I didn't. And so I'll create it and wear it out next weekend or during the week when I step out of the house. But yeah, that's all I wanted to chat about and share with you guys. So if you see other content besides crafting, just know the crafting content is still there, it's still coming, but I'm just going to be sharing a couple other parts of my life with you all as well, besides the crafting. And you know, just to share the steps, because as I've been doing my research on relocating, I notice a lot of the questions that I have when I, you know, come to YouTube or I do different searches, that not all my questions are being answered. And of course, you can't take someone's word for it, or, you know, just base your research on just another person's word alone. but to kind of have a guide on certain avenues to go or certain places to look for different things would be helpful. And so I figured going to record my process, and hopefully I can help someone down the line. And that way, hopefully this time, well, definitely this time next year, I'll be in another country, but I'll also have more information to share about my journey and the steps that I took as well to get to where I plan on being next year, this time next year. And right now, I actually like to trim my template down once I put it on the backing. That way when I press it, I don't have, it's easier to place it on there, and then it's also easier to make sure it's straight and lined up. So that's how I like to trim mine down, and then that's how it looks. Thought that turned out really cute. So yeah, so I just wanted to chat with you all about that, and I hope I see you all in the next video. I have some really good juicing videos coming up, some juicing recipes that I'm going to be sharing and showing me making those juices and the benefits of those juices, and then as well as we go through this process of getting our Mexican visa and visiting Mexico, as well as the whole relocation process, and even what we're going to do with our house here in the US and all of our belongings, and that whole situation, our vehicles. So all this is stuff that we're looking into and researching now, and hopefully I'll be able to provide you all my information that I find, just in case you're on a journey, not even to relocate to Mexico, but anywhere else out of the country. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this, actually start working on another one, get this put up and start working on another order that I have. And if you have any comments or questions that you'd like to ask me, let me know in the comments section below, and I'll be happy to answer as always. So I'll see you all in the next video.